what's something that you use as motivation?
I think like seeing the progress is what helps motivate me to like keep going, because if I only go like a couple times a week or like whatever it is, I'm not going to see that much progress. So I feel like, yeah, I feel like the progress. At first it was like the whole self-image thing and all that, but then when I started seeing the progress, I think that's like, dang, like, you know, shit is actually working. Like, let me keep on going, you know, and like to this day I keep seeing progress. Like a lot of people talk about like plateauing and like they haven't seen progress in a while. Knock on wood though, I don't think I fit that yet because I keep seeing progress. You know, so I feel like that's what helps me keep going, seeing the progress and like just wanting to better myself, you know, because like again, what you do in here, you can apply it to other aspects in your life and even the people in your life too, and just bettering yourself every day. Nothing that I can think of at the moment, at least. Again, like I talked earlier, like there hasn't been like much struggles. Like there's been like tragic things that happen, of course, like death and stuff, but like
That's part of life.
yeah, it's not like I've gone through like much traumas or like struggles, really, just because of like what my parents have been able to provide for us and stuff. Again, like I'm very blessed to have the life that I have and the family that I have, you know. So I think it just goes back to like the self-image thing. Maybe that's a trauma in itself, you know, like growing up and
like it happens because even like might not even notice like even your family can put those like body image struggles.
Yeah, and I think that's how it started. Like when I was like 10 years old, like that's when I noticed like certain comments being made and stuff, like even from my parents. And so like it kind of like stuck at an early age, you know, and like I think that's when like the unhealthy like self-images and like food habits and stuff came in. And like I don't want to go back to that, you know, like even as an adult, like I would see myself go back to those old habits of just like the way I would talk to myself and all that stuff, because like that's what I was being told like from adults and stuff, you know. And it's not like like I was ever like obese or anything, you know. It was just like in our culture, I guess, like women look a specific way and it's like, or have to look a specific way, you know, like a lot of it is about like beauty and stuff. Thankfully my parents are very Americanized and they don't like fall into like the
beauty standards of
or just like any like toxic traditional traits, I guess, that we have. But that was something that and I get like when I got older I realized, okay, there's like looking out for my health or whatever it is, because we don't have like the healthiest like genetics, I guess. Like there's cholesterol, diabetes, all that stuff in the bloodline. So I try to see as like a positive in that way, but like I was 10 years old being told like certain things about like the way I'm eating or like my body and stuff, and like that kicked in like really hard, and I don't want to go back to that. So I feel like, yeah, I guess that's a negative thing that I tried to like keep pushing me or like motivate me to be here, because I know if I fall out of the routine, then I'm gonna go back to those days. Because like when I take breaks from the gym, and like, cause you know you go for a few months or whatever, and then you take like a week break or whatever, and you go for a few months. It's like when I'm like in that week break, like it hits sometimes like, and just like all the negative self-talk and stuff. And like I don't want to get too deep, so I'm gonna cry, because when I talk about it, I be crying and shit. So I don't want to cry on that. You know, but like
you talked about like the genetics and all that. Like I seen my mom like go through like struggles such as like, you know, pre-diabetic or high cholesterol, high blood pressure, everything's high, or you know, fucking even terrible stomach like issues. And like I see my dad, it's like his body's like broken down, like bad back, bad knees, and all that. So like in my head, I had that back in my head, like, alright, I can't be like that. Like I have to keep going. I have to, like, it's, yeah, I have to keep going because if I don't, I could end up like that. Because like my grandpa was a diabetic, and I remember the time like he like taught me how to shoot him over easily, just in case, you know, if he ever had an episode. Or like, hey, whenever he's in diabetic shock, I knew exactly how to do that. And I was like, you know, from 10, 11, 12, you know, putting sugar in my grandpa because his blood sugar's too low, you know? So it's like, I see those things, I'm like, all right, I need to take care of myself.
Yeah. I feel like when you grow older, you see things differently, more positively and stuff. Like when you're, as a kid, when you're going through, it's like, the fuck, like, y'all hook me up, kind of.
Gym pet peeves of yours?
The ego lifters. Huh? The ego lifters that we were talking about.
Yeah.
People that wear like jeans. It's like, okay, I understand if like you're coming from like work or something, you forgot to bring your shit or you didn't have time to change whatever. But like, there's people I've seen that like they're always working out in jeans, and it's like that can't be comfortable. Like,
see, and you have a basketball background.
yes.
So like, I have a football background.
Yes.
If I came in jeans, flip flops, like I always say, like, come ready.
Yeah.
Like.
And I feel like you perform the way like you look or like you feel about yourself. You know, like if you're wearing jeans, like you're not gonna want to do shit.
I'm sorry, I'm anti-Crocs. I am anti-Crocs.
I've worn Crocs a couple times. I actually almost wore Crocs today.
I'm anti-Crocs. That's why I said the gym can be kind of predatory at times.
Yeah, they can.
And so like, I always say like, kind of be careful, like who you're around or all you do. Because I understand like to the point where I don't even like asking simple questions to women sometimes in the gym because I'm like, let me leave her alone. I don't want her to feel any type of way.
Yeah.
Like,
I think as long as you're not weird about it, like guys wanting to like talk to girls or like get at them or whatever, like you could do it, but just don't be weird about it. Or like obviously don't do it like set or something, like wait till like I'm resting or whatever it is, you know, and like don't say some weird shit.
yeah, don't say so, yeah.
You know, like just be cool about it. Just start a conversation. Like it could be easy. Like how you came up to me and just started a conversation. Like you made it easy. You're just like, oh, you came from Crunch too. Like, and right then we start talking. Like hella, you know, like just be cool,
like,
man.
I saw you for months.
Yeah.
And obviously you make a switch the same time I make a switch.
Yeah. Like start a conversation. And like you're in the gym, you could start a conversation so easily about like a workout or like anything, you know, like you got a lot of options. You know, like don't say weird shit, man. Or don't compliment, bro. Do not make a compliment.
Like, oh, nice lats.
Oh my god, one time I was like 14 and this is like when Planet Fitness first opened, and so me and my dad went to go check it out. And mind you, I'm 14, right? And I'm doing, I lost count. I'm doing like walking lunges, right? And there's this old man like sitting like on a machine next to me, like while I'm doing the lunges. And he's like old, he's like 70s. And he was like, the way you're doing the lunges is making me feel really good. I was like,
Dad?
Yeah, I went to my dad so quick. Like now, like I'm grown, I would like stick up for myself, you know, but like I'm 14, like I was like, what? And then he was like, yeah, it's making me feel real good. And I was like, I went to my dad, he was like right on the treadmill next to us. I went to him because like, there's this old man like being a creep. He was like, what do you mean being a creep? I was like, he said this to me. I was like, what the fuck? Like, he gets on the treadmill, he goes to the area and the guy's not there. And he was like, oh hell no. And like he runs into like the men's locker room, he's looking around, he's like, he's not here. I was like, maybe he saw me walk up to a man and like, you know, so he got scared and left. I don't know what it was, but it's like I don't understand the audacity. Like it's so gross.
You don't realize how creepy these old men are in general. Because like things they, you know, that they thought was cool back in the day, nowhere
Okay, but
near
like
appropriate.
say at least to someone your age.
Yeah.
At least like I'm 14.
Yeah.
And it's not like I look older or anything. Like I look pretty much my age. Like when I was 14, I looked like a fucking minor, dude. Like what are you doing? Like.
I mean, what's your music playlist like? What's your gym playlist like?
I feel like it just depends on the day. Recently, I've been listening to the Superheroes and Villains album. Like that's the perfect album for the gym. It's so good. So the past, like this week, I've been listening just to the whole album. But usually, it's a lot of like Dreamville, Drake, all of like the hype guys, I guess. But
Kendrick.
yeah, Kendrick, 21, all of them. But a lot of times, also it's like 90s R&B, like Kiss Me Through the Phone and shit. Like I'll feel like I don't know why, but music like that, I'll feel like you can't be in a bad mood when you're listening to like Kiss Me Through the Phone and shit, you know? So it's a lot of that. It depends on the mood. If I'm like not feeling like the motivation or whatever, I'll listen to like slower stuff like Janae or something.
Feeling sad or something.
Yeah. So like a lot of people, they will like do the opposite. If they're feeling sad, they'll listen to hype music to get them in a better mood, you know? But like I just listen to whatever mood I'm in, you know? So do you have one song that's like always gonna put you in the mood when you're in the gym?
Immortal by 21. Because like it was like I remember when I first heard it, it was on the commercial for the new the new Mortal Kombat, and I was just like, but I heard his voice, I was like, hold on, what? But like the commercial was dope, and it was just like, are you familiar with Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
So like, Raiden was in there just whooping ass. I was like, hell yeah.
I know what you're talking
Yeah, I
about.
was like, bro, this commercial's dope. And in my head, I was like, ever since then, that song has like, it's like when I need that, all right, hey, you're gonna push this weight, I put that on. I'll put that on, or everybody hates this fucking album. But that Drake and Future album.
Mine is Hit 'Em Up by Tupac.
No, that's a great song to get you
I
like.
feel like I'm a killer. You
Yeah.
know? I like grew up in the suburbs and shit, like perfect household and all this, and I'm like, no, I'm gangster right now.
Yeah, it's like there's a snap like there's some songs that you just be like, all right, for this set, I'm a drug dealer.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
I'm going to push this
Yes.
weight. Over the past year, like, what have you learned? Because you know the year's up. So what have you learned in that year?
Man, you're on my quick. I think not to take things serious, or personally, not to take things like what. Even if someone is like treating you like shit, you know, like in whatever way it may be, or someone's just being an asshole to you that day, like not to take it personally, because people don't treat you necessarily on how they feel about you, but like what they got going on inside, you know. So like someone could be having a shitty day, like let's say we're strangers and I was having a shitty day, and like you're like, oh, are you done with this? I'm like, no, like totally, right? It's nothing towards you, just because like I'm having a shitty day and people like that shit, you know. So I think not taking things personally, even if it's someone that you're super close to, and they're not giving you what you feel like you deserve in whatever way. It's just because of whatever they have going on in their life. Projecting that. Like, we all got our own shit going on. Yeah. It's like, can't take it personally, especially if you know what you deserve.
Yeah.
If you know like how you want to be treated, like why are you gonna take it personally, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like that just helps me keep my peace of mind, you know, and like I don't know, and just living through love, I guess, like talk and act with love, always, like you don't know how far like your kindness could go with someone, you know, and like again, like someone could be having a shitty day and they're an asshole to you, but you can't control that, but you can control how you react to that, you know. So like why not to react with love, you know, in like any situation. Like it's so easy for us to like let our anger or like stress take over. But I feel like if we just constantly choose to live through love, we would live in such a peaceful world, you know, like just treat people with kindness. Like it's not that hard. Even if you have shit going on, that has nothing to do with you. You know, like just treat that person with kindness. Like it's easy. It really is. But like, I don't know. I feel like those are the top things. Not taking things personally and talking to that people. I feel like that's
Live through love.
live through love.
Live through love. That's how we gonna end it.
Yeah.